Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. I'm Corn and I'm up in the craft room as you can see, and I had told Katamia here on YouTube, her channel is Katamia's Corner. I said, you know, that Fred, my little baby gnome, was trying to convince, well, he's not a baby, my mini gnome was trying to convince me to go ahead and not be too shy about trying to make pool noodle gnomes. So I got up here after lunch and I should be doing other work. Do y'all ever do that? You've got other stuff that you should be doing, but think, while I've got the courage, you know, strike while the iron is hot. I think that's the expression. I don't know where it derives from. I'm not sure, but anywho. So I was up here doing my thing, because remember, lately I've been doing 4 at a time, or 2 at a time, mostly 4 at a time. So I thought, you know what, while you're sitting here doing this stuff, why not just put one of the bodies together, show them some of the trim and a couple of the pieces of fabric that you're thinking about using, and just do a little chatting. Now, I need to tell you something. If you're interested in doing pool noodle gnomes, I'm experimenting. I love watching other people's videos, especially when it comes to pool noodle gnomes. Patty J. Good. I will list her down below in the description box. But I want to do my own thing. You know what I mean? I don't think it's really cool to do 100% what someone else does. So she gave me the idea. Normally I wouldn't even think about this. But so I thought we could do these together. And first what I did, you'll see, you probably see these, yeah. The ones that I cut off at 6.5 inches, because I have something in mind that I want to do. And I want them to be holding something in front of them, and it's not tiny, so they ended up being 6.5 inches. And really they'll be like 6, because I'm hoping, you know, the top to put the hats on. So yes, they're going to be rather thin, not skinny, but thin, especially compared to my other ones. So these are for Easter. And, you know, time is just flying by. It's not going to, Easter's not, you know, tons away. It really isn't. And I know a lot of people see this green and you're thinking St. Patty's Day. And I used to do a lot of stuff for St. Patty's Day, but I haven't for a while. I think because of getting ready for Easter. So one thing, the first thing I'm doing, and I can show you. You can see I've already done 4 on this side. This is a board. Comic books come with bags and boards, and this is a board from them. And I have a 2 1/4 inch punch by EK Tools, and I've had this, I got this at Tuesday morning, like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So I've had it a long time. And you'll see I use it, especially, you know, like with the cardboard, so I use it so much that it's getting kind of like, ew. So what I plan on using, I might just use 2, but I might end up doing 3. Like I said, I'm experimenting. If you want to see somebody who has done all the experiments and is fantastic, then that is Patty. She is so clever. Patty J. Good Designs. She is clever and super, super sweet, because she will give you patterns and things like that. I'm trying, she has a bunny ears pattern that I'm going to use, but I'm trying to do my own thing as best I can, use some of her knowledge, and then, like I said, these may fail. I don't know. It's a possibility. So what I've been doing, let me put this up So that's one less thing on the desk. So what I've been doing is I take, this has these, now not all of them. Some of them have like what I would call a matte size and a side and a shiny side. You know, this one's slick and this one is not. And what I've been doing is taking my art glitter glue, and you all saw me do this on my other gnomes too. But I used those, a lot of those I had to cut, trace a circle from ribbons, you know what I mean, the spool that the ribbons are on and stuff. And then cut those out, but this just happens to be the right size. That 2 1/4 is just right. So this is a slick side. I've got slick to non-slick on the inside here. And just like I said, it's 2 1/4. As you see, my edges aren't as smooth as they were when that punch was new. But that baby's been used a lot. A lot. This is a piece of paper that is like an easel. It's treated so that, you know, your paints and stuff, it's very, very slick. But what we're going to do next, you'll see it's kind of messy, or it could be messier. And if anything goes in, I don't want it to go on my mat. But we're not going to be painting or anything at this moment. I might paint later on, but not right now. But first off, we got to close this up, or you would hear Corn being very upset that her glue is all dried out. Okay, let's put this back over here. We've got 4 of these already lined up. I don't know if y'all can see them. You should if I put them this far in. So we've already got this one taken care of. And then we have, let's put this, I got a pile of them over here, y'all. And then if I decide to do it, then one will be placed on the top. Not sure. And if I do place it on the top, it will just be to hold down the stuff we're going to put in now. So we have this, and let's see. Can you tell? I don't know what I'm doing. First, I'm already... No, that's a permanent marker. And I was like, no, I'll put it up here. I think I need another ½ inch. So, but what I do then is on the side that isn't slick, go ahead and put my hot glue around here. Maybe get a little closer to the edge, but not super close. And it's got a hole like so. I'm kind of guesstimating the hole. And then let me get a little closer to that edge. And then I place that on the bottom, and I've got just enough time to make sure it's meeting up where it should, you know. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. And then what I do while this is drying, ooh, that's just so warm, toasted. And yes, we have about 6 inches of snow on the ground. So then I bring out, remember these come from Dollar Tree, and I take them out and put them in this little bag from Walmart because what they come in, you know what they come in, it's hard to keep the top closed properly, you know, so I just put them in these. So I take out 10. Okay. So we got 10 of these. And I was thinking, you know, I need these weighted. But how am I going to do it? You know, some people put the poly beads in and all this, but you know, I've had these for a while. Now see, that's a neat, look at this when it's put down. That doesn't look pretty at all, does it? Let's put that on the bottom. So what I tried to do is grab the largest one, kind of separate them in small, medium, and large. At least what looks small to me from here. Kind of nice. Those are very similar in size. Let's put that one, nasty one, on the bottom. And then I just take my hot glue and put some glue on the top. And what I'm trying to do is make a weighted column. And yes, as you know, this dries so quickly. Right when you think you have it right where you want it, it's like, oh, it slid to the right. So I don't think you have to be excruciatingly precise in this, but you don't want them going like that because they don't have it's not a snug, whoops, went on the wrong. It's not a snug fit, but it's I don't know, maybe the zigzaggy thing might work even better, but to me, if they're like this, they're a little bit stronger. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. What is the science behind that? You know? Because I don't know. Look at that one's messed up. Let's put that one there. I mean, I can't fuss about anything like this when I'm for $1.25. You know what I mean? Because it could be a whole lot higher. Plus, Hanson and I were talking, and you know, there's changes coming about for a lot of people, and right now with everything that's happening with the Ukraine, little things don't mean diddly squat anymore, do they? Because you think, well, the changes we're going to go through means nothing compared to what they're going through. So, I hope and pray that ends soon. I really do. So, like I said, just we're kind of making a tower, a weighted tower, because that's what we want. We want this weighted. Okay. So that's what you end up with. And I thought, does that look like, could I make that, try to do something, or try to find one of them that has a more, not pointed, but a more of a triangle shape here, and then paint it orange, and then put some little greenery here so it'll look like a carrot. I know, corn silly sometimes. Okay, so now we've got our base on, and then we need to put that in there. But before I do that, I put quite a bit of hot, well, not tons, but quite a bit on here. And then try not to touch the sides, and boink. And it's to the point, with this being 6.5 inches, it's to the point where I can hold it there with my finger. And I've gone on and not asked how y'all are doing. I apologize. How are you all? I hope everybody's healthy and happy. I'm looking forward to some time with their families this weekend. Okay, and see, I've got a nice weighted piece. And yeah, I don't know how, with that much on there, I don't know how long it's going to be before it's 100% dry. But in order for it to stay put, I go ahead and put the polyfill down here and do it quite tightly. I remember this, I'm still working with the ones from the 2 pillows that we dismantled. And if you don't have long fingers, or if you wanted yours even taller, excuse me, you can always take your stylus and I do that a lot when I'm turning like hats inside out and stuff. I use this because of that smooth end. Or you can take a skewer or a wooden dowel or whatever you have and go like so. I enjoy doing it with my finger as much as I can so that I can judge just how much, you know what I mean, is going where. Because as you can gather, the polyfill goes around those glass stones. And you know what I mean, I'm hoping to do that. And then once you get the other on top of, I still have a tendency to like to gauge just what's happening, you know what I mean? But you don't have to do that. Use whatever you need to use. And in fact, like I'm saying, since since I'm kind of experimenting, you might not want to do that. Oops, I gotta get us some more, y'all. It's behind me. Oh, as we say back home, it's a hike me. Okay. I'm using most of it up though, you guys. I don't have what I used to have. Okay. I like to fluff it out to then make it not fluffy anymore. Now that makes a lot of sense. It does to me. But maybe not to everybody. Okay. All right here. See, I can still push that down quite a bit. And let's see here. And I know when it starts popping out, then I'm like, okay, all right. Okay. So, there we go. And like I said, I'm not sure yet, but I had punched out another one of these for the top, but I'm not doubling it up. I want to double it up for the bottom for obvious reasons, you know, for that strength. So that may be the case. It may not be the case. You know what I mean? And if I do this, it would be to hold the polyfill in place, you know. Or another thing I'm thinking, since I have those styrofoam balls, and there is one that fits pretty good over here from Dollar Tree, to cut one in half. I have seen Patty do that, so it's a possibility. I don't know what I'm doing, because to me, I probably won't, because to me, I want to do their hats and beard or ponytails, depending on what, if I wrap them with felt or with fabric or both, you know what I mean? The main thing for these is they're going to hold something. Let me show you what. Do you guys remember when, excuse me, my eyes are watering. I have dry eye syndrome, and there are times you think, well, why is her eyes watering if she's got dry eye syndrome? It does that. It's odd. I know it sounds not cool, but anyway. So I want them to hold these. And remember when I bought these, I got these for like 32 cents at Hobby Lobby, and that was a couple of years ago. And remember, I kept buying them, the letter O, these guys in silver and that pink, and they're so glittery, and this gorgeous teal. Oh, I got quite a bit of gold, and then more silver and more teal. And they also, not only the letter O, but the number 0, which I like the best, but they hardly had any of those. And for my purposes, this is the best, but like I said, I don't have, what do I have, 1? Oh, that's not cool. Oh, I think everything else is the letter. But anywho, as you can imagine, this here, of them holding it, because I always said to y'all, this isn't the letter 0 to me, it is a frame. It just looks like a frame to me, a nice glitter frame. And I want to put inside of it, if they fit, might fit the 0 better, excuse me, and a cross inside of it. Because these gnomes are going to people of faith, the Christian faith, and Easter is, as you know, is extremely important to Christians. So that's what I want to do, and I did get 6 crosses from Dollar Tree, and I want to put them inside of there. And that's when the paper crafting comes back into place, because then, you know, you'll need, what I have in mind is to put, probably the backing will be this again, you know, this nice cardboard, and place on top of that, you know, cut it out to fit here. Then, but on the front of that, place a pretty paper, and then the cross, which will come out a little bit since, you know, it's not paper. And if I have room, and only if I have room, I think you all saw me do this before, I love placing, I've done it in cards, a cross on a hill, and then have the bunnies looking up at the cross, you know. What I've done before. That's what I had in mind for these guys. That's one thing. Of course, I won't be doing all of them, but that's one. Oh, and I just saw in my basket, y'all, on my shelves, I just saw another oval. Yay! So, anywho, so that's what I have in mind to do. Now, one of these won't have that, because one of, or maybe even 2 of these, as you see, I have quite a few. I've got 5 done now. You know what I mean? Just the body part. Just the body part. Just the part that's going to be the body. There we go. But remember, I told y'all when I got that orange fleece, when I hauled that, I was like, I want to do a carrot hat. And so I had that in mind. And then there is one with this body that I was wanting to do, you know, the hat, but have the bunny ears in it, and then the little bunny butt on the back. That's what I would like to do too. That has been done. That's not original to me at all. So I thought you might be interested. Do you all remember when I found this? I hauled this too not too long ago. Hobby Lobby had this on. I love when they do clearance. They had it for $3, and I got a half a yard, so $1.50 for this piece. And this is put out by Sugar and Spice Textiles, I think it's what they said before it got cut off. And I don't know if I will be wrapping them. I might wrap the boy in green felt, and then the girl in this. But see, one thing that Petty has shown us is they wrap real well if you've got nice, and see, this is nice cotton. You know, some cotton that I got off of Amazon, I like it and stuff, but it's just so almost see-through. It's so flimsy. But you know, they wrap really well. So, and this, the colors are just perfect. And wait till y'all see. Check out the ribbon that I had gotten at Walmart for $1. That was like 3 years ago. But look, it's literally perfect. I mean, it's the exact colors. There's the pink, there's that green, that spring green, that yellow green, and there's the purple. I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't remember till I fished this out. I was like, oh, yay! So I want to do that. And also, y'all are going to laugh when, you know, I'm still reorganizing this craft room. That's going to be an ongoing thing because not only do I have these to be ready 2 weeks before Easter, but I also have other business of ours that has to be done by a certain time. You know, all this has to takes first place, doesn't it? Okay, and look what I dug up when I was working on the craft room. Oh, how yum! I can hear Annie now. Oh, that's the prettiest one. But check it out. Now, I don't know. I just fished this out of my felt. It might not be the... It's close. Not perfect, because this has a little bit of pink in it, as you see. And I have a piece over there but that looks more like fuchsia. You know, so this might be the one. But maybe do him in this felt and maybe do her in this. And then them holding the frame or the letter O in that gold glitter. Oh, wouldn't that be gorgeous? Gold and purple are so royal, you know. And so I dug this up and I was like, oh, this is perfect for now. And this is nice too. I'm pretty sure this is from Hobby Lobby as well. Let's see if we've got somebody. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, no, it's just style number 47752. Well, okay. I'm sorry I couldn't give you that information. And like I said, I've had this so long I didn't know I had it. Do y'all ever do that? You start organizing or reorganizing the craft room and you go, oh, I didn't know I had that. It's like I heard somebody say on their channel, and I'm sorry because I don't remember who it was and I don't want to misquote. But she said, you know, it's time to reuse, or not reuse, it's time to use what we have, because so many times we get stuff and then we put it on the back burner. And then, like Hobby Lobby's having that sale now, you know, that 75% off, and they're doing it real slow. Have you noticed that? Last week I was at a Hobby Lobby, and they didn't have hardly any, I mean like hardly anything. Everything that other people were showing, it wasn't on clearance in my store, but they had some charms. And so I'm showing those in a haul that I'm doing with Handsome. This will probably be posted after we do the haul, but I want to put those charms, because I was telling Handsome, I was like, this is such a good deal when they're 75% off. And that's usually when I shop for crafts. And I said, but oh my stars and garters, here I am weeding out things that I believe I will never ever use again and donate them. And I'm like, here I am doing that, and I have enough charms. I told him, I said, you know, I have enough of this, that, and the other. A couple of things that I wanted to get some of the baking things that my creative ego showed us, but mine were not on clearance, so I don't want to pay full price for them. But I thought, you know what, because there were certain things that I had hauled in the past that I said I wanted to put in a giveaway, a future giveaway, that I didn't. And I feel bad about that. So I told Handsome, I said last week, I said, I'm going to Hobby Lobby, but I'm going to find some things on clearance for a giveaway. And he said, oh, that's a good idea. So I said, you know, because I feel bad about, I think it was some sewing things or something that I didn't do a giveaway on. So I said, charms, not only can you use them for the jewelry makers can use them, but you can also use them if you're a paper crafter or sewing. You know, they can go on so many things. So I got some charms for the giveaway. And that'll be in the future, because you know I have a giveaway going on now with 2 dies, metal dies. So, 2 sets. So, anywho, so I thought we'd just do that, one of these things together, and I'd show you some of the stuff I had to work with. I've got some more ribbons. You know me and ribbon, but you know, when it comes to these gnomes, I'm using it, y'all. I mean, really using it, and they're so fantastic for cards and stuff if you're a card maker. And this one, how precious is this? This was from, oh mercy, that's Michael's, isn't it? No, that's Walmart. Oops, Celebration. I said Michael's. So this is probably 3 years old. Well, 2.5 years old, something like that. So, and how springy and precious is that plaid? Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Uh-oh. Let's do this, ladies. Let's see if we like this plaid with this one. Let's see. I like it. But the blue kind of stands out, doesn't it? A little more. But it still goes. Because there's, you know, a little bit of, you know, it still goes a little. Because, you know, blue and red make purple, and so when it comes together with the pink, you've got a little bit of lavender there, which is there. So, maybe. So I've got stuff like that, just waiting for me to get a hold of it, you know. And y'all are so sweet. I have some precious subscribers who, whenever I sit up here and chat away, bless your hearts, you're right here. And normally y'all are creating something of your own. And I just thought I'd also wanted to show Katamia that, yes, I've told myself no more being shy about the pool noodles. Again, like I said, it may not be a success, but I can't say I didn't try. And that's why you will sometimes, though, you'll see failures with me and successes, because the problem is, if you do not try, right, then you never know. And I want to thank y'all so much for joining me for woo-wee over a half hour. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.